Hello nerds, welcome to your new favourite pop culture podcast. It's the Post-Credits Show. I'm your host Loosh, and with me today I've got my boy. He's not weird, he's just limited edition. It's Loki!
Gets better every week, doesn't it? I look forward to that, I really do. That's not bad though, that's definitely top three. That's top three.
Mate, how's your week been?
Week's been good.
Tell me something.
Week's been busy, mate. You and I had a pretty eventful Friday night.
Indeed we did.
We ended up at the Warwick Kappa's mansion. So yeah, fair bit went on there, but no, really good time there. But what I really want to bring up is the day after. Obviously, we didn't get home till about 2 a.m. that morning, and I had to play cricket the next day, and it was not fun. It was not fun, man. I was that fucking hungover. Got hit on the left thigh, and then 3 balls later got hit on the right thigh, and then I think it was about an over and a half later got hit on the fucking balls. Didn't wear a box, no protection, and then for the rest of the day I looked like I was on a fucking treadmill, mate. It was painful.
Were you talking like this?
But managed to get through that, and moved on to greener pastures as of today, mate. I feel a lot better, but fuck me, what a weekend that was. I don't want to go into too much detail because, yeah, I mean, you were there. I
was there. It was definitely Friday night was definitely a big night. A lot of fun was had. A lot of strange conversations were also had. I tell you what, mate, Warwick Kappa's an absolute legend, but fuck me, I've never known a bloke to play with his cock as much as that bloke.
Oh, he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. He calls his old pet iguana, mate. He takes that very seriously, that thing. But massive shout out to the Caps. We love you, bud. And we're looking forward to seeing you again soon, man.
Good times, mate. Let's dive straight into the news of the week. Indeed I do.
Hit me with it. Let's go.
Alrighty, first up on News of the Week this week. After a string of delays, Blumhouse executive Jason Blum reaffirms plans for a 2025 release of Spawn.
Oh!
Featuring Jamie Foxx as Spawn.
Was Spawn black?
Spawn was...
whatever.
You couldn't tell.
True.
You couldn't tell because the guy was just a mangulated mess.
I remember the original. That was 80...
Oh, man. And I was in the 90s. It was 90s? So bad. Do not... For your mental health and for the health of your eye sockets, do not go back and watch.
I think he looked like a fucking swamp monster or something from going back in my memory bank. I'm pretty sure this is the movie I'm thinking of. And yeah, it was fucking poor.
It was... Look, the CGI in that movie was... look, we'll also call that limited edition.
Sorry, Spawn fans, we apologise.
But it's okay. The wait is almost over.
So moving on. What else? Tell me.
There is a new TV series coming, and this one's a big one, man. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about video games made for movies, TV shows made from video games. Borderlands.
Yes.
Mate, the cast of this series: Kate Blanchett, Ariana Greenblatt, Kevin Hart.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jack Black.
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, this is a monster cast, and they've dropped the first trailer in the last week, and it looks spectacular.
Mate, every time I think of Jamie Lee Curtis, I just think of a 12-year-old boy. Like, seriously, grow your hair out, love.
All I think about is True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis. Fucking great movie.
But Kevin Hart and Jack Black teaming up again. They did really well together in Jumanji. Their chemistry was brilliant.
Yeah, man.
I'm keen for that.
So good. Next up, June 5th, 2024. Mark it on your calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, Disney Plus will debut Star Wars The Acolyte.
The fucking what?
Yes. Exactly.
More Star Wars.
More live action Star Wars. Very excited.
That's hot.
That is some incredible content I cannot wait to see. Star Wars as a universe, I think the expansion of the Star Wars universe that Disney Plus is in the process of padding out, I think has struck some incredible gold. There's some amazing shit coming out. I can't wait to see where Ahsoka Season 2 goes. I just, like... Holy fuck, man. Disney Plus do Star Wars so well.
But yeah, Ahsoka was fantastic, man. That battle with Darth Vader on that fucking bridge, fuck, wow.
And Hayden Christensen looked so good still.
Doesn't he? What?
I don't know that there was any... I don't know that there was a lot of CGI put into that. I think a lot of that was him looking natural. And I'm like, man, I wish I looked that good at that age. Wait, I am that age and I do look that good. Okay, cool. Moving on. Now, we've spoken about Madam Web a couple of times.
We have, yep, we have.
Things just keep getting worse for Madam Web. The absolute worst comic book movie of all time.
Yes.
Morbius.
Oh, fucking oath, yep.
Madam Web has made less money in its first 12 days than Morbius made.
Now, that's saying something. Morbius was something you wouldn't even want to step on. It was that fucking bad.
What a disaster.
Mate, you could see it coming. No one asked for this movie. There was no one screaming out going, we want this, we want this. So, you know what? Fuck them. Sucked in.
My mind is blown. I've heard some details about the movie, and I can see why people are hating on it. Apparently, throughout the movie, you don't actually meet any of the Spider-Women. They're all in the main actor's dreams.
Dreams, yeah. I remember you saying
there's like a dream sequence where, oh look, there's other Spider-Women. I'm like, that's fucked.
What a who was responsible for that? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Sony, we've said this before. Yep. We will continue to say this. Yep. Leave the MCU alone.
Leave Brittany alone while you're at it.
Coming up next, Marvel Studios working on a more grounded Disney Plus series and a Daredevil spin-off. Now, here's the thing. Kingpin has been widely regarded by, I think Kevin Feige actually came out and said that Kingpin is the street hero version of Thanos.
Oh, that's hot.
Which, when you think about Kingpin in that kind of world, you can't just do Daredevil.
No.
You need more. And apparently apparently Marvel have heard that and are working on a few additional projects. There's not a great deal of information just yet. There's not too many live action shows coming at the moment from Marvel. But apparently there is talks about a female-led White Tiger show that's in the works with Marvel, which should be really cool. And there's a couple of other different things that will apparently be worked on around Daredevil Born Again when that comes out as well. So that's really exciting news. Like, I'm very excited. March 20th, we've got X-Men 97, which is the continuation of the 1990s animated X-Men series, which should be fucking amazing. And apparently it both picks up where the original series left off, but also brings the X-Men animated series into the MCU at the same time.
Fuck yeah.
Which I'm so excited about. But the other thing that Marvel... now, this is a rumor, but a very, very strong rumor. It's coming from a very reliable source. Marvel Studios plans to release Thor 5 before Secret Wars. Now, Secret Wars is the big ending of the current phase that we're working towards at the moment.
Yep.
The main villain, Russell Crowe playing Zeus.
Fuck yeah. Did you see the end credits? The post-credits scene. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hercules is coming.
Well, apparently Hercules will have a similar role in the movie to what Adam Warlock had in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which is really cool.
Yes.
But we'll also be getting Valkyrie, Lady Sif, Axel Heimdall's son, who is Heimdall's kid.
Yep.
As well as Love, Thor's daughter, coming back into it as well. So that's really exciting. That's really exciting.
That movie copped a bit, but I actually enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Christian Bale was fucking brilliant.
So this is my vow. All gods will die.
Oh, mate. You know what? I was reading an article this week. They were talking about some of the most underutilized villains in Marvel history so far, because Marvel does have a problem with killing off all of their villains.
They do.
Gore the God Butcher.
Yes.
Christian Bale's character.
Yep.
Was so undercooked, and it should have been so much bigger and so much better than what it was. I hope with all of this multiverse and people traveling back and forward and all the way through time and space, I hope somewhere down the track we get to see more of that character, because that was a villain to fear in the comic books.
I did see an interview, might have been a year or so ago, where Christian Bale basically came out and said that I think it was over half of his scenes were actually cut. So,
which happens a lot.
I know, but fuck me, man. That could have been. Hey, I did enjoy the movie, but you're right. They could have made it bigger than what it was with that character.
I wanted to see, like, I wanted to see Gore the God Butcher. Yes. I wanted to see him deal with the Council of the Gods. I wanted to see him go to the Council of the Gods and slaughter some of those gods. I wanted to see him be a genuine threat to the MCU, and he just wasn't.
Didn't get there.
But that's okay, because what we did get was played by an absolute genius of the silver screen.
Yep, great.
And hopefully we get to see something a little bit sooner.
Have you heard him actually speak in interviews?
He's like proper British.
Bro, his fucking voice doesn't match his head. Like, because you know, we all know him from Batman and
American Psycho, Batman.
Yes, Batman.
You know, like there's so many movies that he's been in where he But he plays an American.
Yeah. And then I came out and watched this interview with him, like, I think it was like 2 days ago. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Mate, he's a fucking spectacular actor.
He's one of my favourites.
Mate, if every movie ever made from here until the end of the universe had Christian Bale in it somewhere, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Nah, me either, mate. Me either. So I came across something the other day which actually got me really excited.
Tell me.
Now, Zack Snyder. I know you're a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
The movie 300.
Yep.
This is Sparta!
The sequel.
Yep.
300 Rise of an Empire. So Zack Snyder, I saw it last week sometime, that he's got the rights back for the third installment of 300. Now, when that movie came out, I think it might have been 07, the first one, or 08. Man, that was a fucking game changer. Just
it was revolutionary.
Bro, that was some serious shit. So, yeah, to have a third installment in that series, mate, that's one that got me really excited, because I'm a huge fan. And hopefully Gerard Butler can find his way back into it, because he was fucking brilliant.
He was amazing.
He really was, man. But yeah, that's my news of the week for me. Have you got anything else?
I really loved in the 300 how they kind of blended and merged, like almost like a live action with almost like an animation sort of style. It was just brilliantly done, and you know that pop culture meme that came out of it. This is Sparta. So yeah, like. Really keen to see what happens with that.
Oh, man, there's some good lines in that movie. We could actually probably have an episode just on that fucking movie, because there was so much good stuff in there.
Yeah, I loved it. Alrighty, that is news of the week. It is now time, folks, for part 2 of our 5-part series focusing on the 90s.
Hiya!
Hiya!
Hi, Daddy!
Can I get a hiya? Oh, my God.
Sit on my face. I am a robot.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck. Went a bit far there. Oh, that's how excited you've got me. I'm more excited now. I'm fucking harder now than that trigonometry test I had to take in fucking 2004 in year 9. Let's go. Let's jump right into it.
Mate, today we are going to talk about 90s TV shows. So last week we did animation, and we're going to leave all the 90s animation stuff out of what we're talking about today, because we did cover a big chunk of it. There was so much that we didn't cover. We couldn't get to Gargoyles, for example, or X-Men, or Dexter's Laboratory, or
Sailor Moon.
Like, there's so much there, like Agro's Cartoon Connection, Cheese TV, like all of these crazy, so much we didn't cover. But for the moment, we're going to set that aside. Today, we're going to talk about essentially TV shows in a live-action format.
That's fucking on, man. Let's go.
So let's jump in. There's a few really, really cool TV shows that I want to talk about. So I've kind of broken them up into a couple of different categories. The first category I want to focus on is supernatural themed TV shows. Ooh. There's a few really good ones, and there's some really, really exceptional ones in here. But we're talking about TV shows like The X-Files. David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson.
He doesn't fucking age, man.
Neither does Gillian Anderson. Have you seen Sex Education?
Yes, I saw a few.
She is fucking spectacular.
Dude, David Duchovny in that show Californication, he was playing. He's like 50 years old, man. He looks in his 30s. He's a fucking good-looking rooster, that bloke.
Like I'm just really impressed at how incredible Gillian Anderson is. I'm really impressed at her acting range. She's another character who genuinely I did not know was British.
She British?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and you hear the accent a lot in Sex Education because she's not acting to put one on, but she also played, she also did a movie recently about Margaret Thatcher, I believe it was, where she played Margaret Thatcher, and I'm like, oh my God, what a transformation. She's fucking incredible, man. Gillian Anderson, I absolutely adore you. You're my childhood hero, and you're still my hero to this day.
She was, so Agent Scully was her character.
Yes.
You know, she was actually inspired by the film Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. That's where the idea kind of arose from that, for her character.
Agent Clarice,
Hello,
yeah.
Clarice.
Which he never said. He never said that.
Bullshit.
We touched on that in season 1 with our Mandela Effect episode, but he never said hello, Clarice. But anyway, moving on.
Suck me off. Bullshit.
Aside from the X-Files, we've also got TV shows like Charmed, Buffy, Angel.
Buff.
3 of the most popular TV shows, I think, of the 90s.
Buffy, man. So, Pink Power Ranger. She was my first crush, along with most other people. And then Buffy comes around with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Mate, she was my second crush. She was fucking beautiful in that, and she done very well in that role.
They had so many beautiful people in that show too.
The chick from Bandcamp, from American Pie,
Alison Hannigan.
She was amazing in that.
She was incredible, and then you've also got the guy who played Angel, David Boreanaz.
I can't pronounce it.
I could never pronounce it in the 90s. I still can't fucking pronounce it now. But he was a hottie as well. It was just like Seth Green.
Oh, that fucking pest. Yeah.
He was so good in it though. Like he was so good in it. All created by Joss Whedon. All created by Joss Whedon, all from the brain of Joss Whedon, which it's very, very unfortunate that Joss Whedon has run into some of the problems that he's had, because a lot of the cast from especially Buffy have come out and made some pretty damning accusations about working with Joss Whedon, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because, like, Buffy and Angel were the 90s.
I agree. The show Buffy, it could have been a little bit different though, my friend. Ryan Reynolds was originally cast to play Xander.
Huh.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did not know that, although I could see it.
So
I could definitely see it.
I mean, you could have had a bit more of a comedic approach to that show if Ryan Reynolds had managed to not turn that down. But I thought that was quite interesting. I mean, we're massive Ryan Reynolds fans, and it'd be interesting to see him in that.
It would be very interesting. And like I said, I can see it. I can see that in him. I can see that role being played by him. That would have been really cool. I do wonder, like there was, I think the Buffy TV series was inspired by a weird Buffy movie that came out shortly before it. It was pretty shit.
Yeah, I think it was like 93 that came out, and then Buffy rolled around, fucking 96, I think? 97?
I wonder if there's plans to make a Buffy movie or another Buffy franchise. I'm here for it.
There was conversations actually going on. There were conversations going online a few years ago, and they actually did approach Sarah Michelle Gellar to redo the role. I think there is something in the works. Where it's at this stage, I don't know, but I'm fairly confident that there's discussions going on at the moment to get that thing. I don't know if it's going to be a reboot or a remake, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Now, that's pretty much, like, that's not all of the supernatural styles of shows that we had in the 90s, but they're the big three. I think Buffy, Charmed, and Angel were definitely the big three. But moving on from supernatural stuff, we also have this portion of the 90s that really kind of focused on sci-fi.
Yeah.
Now, sci-fi was such a big deal because obviously in the 90s we had movies like the Star Wars Episode 1 come out.
Yeah.
You know, like it was literally like a breath of fresh air back into what was at the time a very, very low-key Star Wars fandom.
Yep.
But alongside that, you had TV shows like Farscape, Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek, and Stargate featuring MacGyver's Richard Dean Anderson.
Great fucking show, that.
Like, it was just such a revolutionary show. Again, a TV series off the back of a really successful, really cool movie that had James Spader in it.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
So, like, that whole Stargate franchise spawned a couple of different franchises in and of itself. So you had Stargate SG-1, you had Stargate Universe, you had Stargate Atlantis, and out of Stargate Atlantis, we got fucking Jason Momoa.
The Beast.
So, you know, there's so many different, like, there's people now who as a pop culture zeitgeist we're such a huge fan of, that literally came out of what we grew up with in the 1990s.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed, aren't we, to be living in
Yeah, man. And this is without even touching on Star Trek.
Horse laid in, sir. She's ready. Engage.
Star Trek is like a 5-part episode in and of itself, if anyone is remotely interested in that. I know a few people are, I know quite a few people are not. But I love Star Trek. I've always loved Jean-Luc Picard. I've always loved the character development of that character. But like that's a big section there. But that's not where a lot of our focus is going to be, because the 90s created something that to this day lives on and breathes on as a beast in and of itself. And I'm talking about the 90s sitcom era.
Mate, this list that we've come up with...
It is insanity.
It's longer than my dick. It is huge.
Well, that's not very big, though.
Hey. I was having a bad night, alright?
So, sitcoms. The first one that sticks out to me, I mean, everyone's going to be going, 90s sitcoms, obviously we're talking about Friends. But that's not where I want to go first. The first one that I want to go to is Will and Grace.
How could I fall in love with your kebabs? I've never had them. Diane had your kebabs. But apparently I wasn't good enough for your kebabs.
Wait, why do you care that Diane's had Will's kebabs, but you don't care that she's had mine and I've had hers?
Silly. Diane is a girl. She doesn't have kebabs. She has a vagina.
Love Will and Grace.
Now, I love Will and Grace, and we've seen a reboot of Will and Grace, much
Yep.
like we've seen a reboot of Frasier as well. It's not even a reboot. It's a
Continuation.
It's a continuation after a very extended break.
Long time.
But seeing Eric McCormack, Deborah Messing, Sean Hayes, and Megan Mullally come back and play those characters again, and I need to say this one more time for everyone who hasn't heard me say this yet, Megan Mullally is my spirit animal.
She's fucking cool, man.
I fucking love Megan Mullally in everything that she is in.
She's amazing. She's funny. She makes me laugh.
So, like, I'm a big fan of Will and Grace. I'm a big fan of, because you got to remember here, you're talking about a TV series, a popular TV series, a global phenomenon in the early 90s about a gay guy.
I was actually just about to bring that up. Like, you're obviously a very proud gay man.
Mind-blowing for the time.
But there was nothing, was like, you know, as I just said, you're a very proud gay man. Was there anything before this show?
I mean,
that had been like a global, though, on a global scale?
Look, I mean, there was other things. There were fringe kind of shows and stuff like that around, but this was probably one of the very first shows that represented a member of the LGBT community,
Yep.
and he wasn't the comic relief.
That's a fucking good way to put that. That is spot on.
Because, like, I remember growing up in the 90s watching Hey Hey It's Saturday.
Yeah.
And the jokes that were made about Kamal being the gay Indian. He's not gay.
Yeah.
But, like, there were, like, being gay was such a taboo that you were either completely ostracized from the community or you were the butt of everyone's jokes.
Yeah, man.
So to have a series like this that completely broke the mold was just revolutionary.
I loved it, man. It's a fucking good show.
But
really is.
Along the same lines, you've got TV series like The Nanny. Fran Drescher.
That voice.
That voice. That unmistakable voice.
Yeah. Well done, Fran. Amazing work. We love you. What about, here's one of my favourites. It's still to this day. I think it's bigger now than it was in the 90s. We got to cover Friends.
Oh, mate.
Fuck me. What a monster.
Every single person who took a role in Friends became a megastar.
Right. It was just... Mate, I think they're still getting like 20, 30 mil a year just on fucking reruns.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that show, that was a game changer. You know, Jennifer Aniston nearly got written off in season 1.
I did hear that, actually.
She was in another TV show at the time. And they basically said, look, you need to commit to this one, or otherwise we're going to just let you go. And obviously, it was the best decision of her career.
Could you imagine, like, that whole iconic fountain opening, the song, like the everything about Friends? Could you imagine Friends without her?
Mate, I can't imagine Friends without any of them.
Like, Matt LeBlanc was just fucking hilarious.
Joey.
I loved Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah.
David Schwimmer was obviously really fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry, rest in peace. God,
Oh,
that was absolutely devastating to hear when he
Yeah.
passed away.
What a loss.
But he played such a great role. Then obviously you've got the big three, like probably the three biggest names to come out of Friends. Fantastic actors in Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, and Courtney Cox.
The girls did very well.
Mate, they are all absolute megastars to this day. So.
Yeah, the girls.
Now, look, obviously Friends is the big one. Friends is like, when you talk about the 90s, the first thing that people go to is The Simpsons and Friends.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that's it. But let's not forget, aside from Friends, you had TV series like Frasier.
Frasier had the most expensive TV set in history.
Yeah, wow.
Up until, I think, like 5 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Frasier. I love Frasier. And
Oh,
I was so excited when I saw the new series come up on Paramount Plus.
He's just a funny motherfucker, isn't he? Kelsey Grammer.
He's
too.
so intelligent funny, though. That's what I love about him.
He's just blunt. It's like talking to a brick wall half the time, but you still laugh. I don't know how he does it, but he's one of the goats, man. When it comes to TV, he's one of the goats.
Absolutely. But then you've also got things like Seinfeld. You've got things like 90210. You've got Melrose Place. Everybody Loves Raymond. Ally McBeal. Like this whole the 1990s literally spawned more sitcoms than any decade in the history of television, even to this day.
Every single sitcom though that we're covering today, everyone to this day and age is a fan. And they still talk about it.
Not only that, but every single sitcom that I just named has legends of Hollywood
Yeah, I agree.
in the cast.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
It's incredible to like how they fitted in so many of these amazing shows into one decade. Like, fuck me. What a peach.
It literally was the Bronze Age of popular culture, because without shows like Friends, you don't have shows like The Big Bang Theory.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, exactly.
There's one that I want to bring up, Loosh. There could have been a completely different show if the main actor agreed to let this person on. And I'm talking about Baywatch.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Now, obviously, the Hoff was the man.
The Hoff and Pamela.
Pamela, but the Hoff was the big cheese, the head honcho, the top dog, the man. Leonardo DiCaprio wanted to be on that show.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Oh, God.
And he was actually not as a guest appearance. He actually applied to be a regular on that show. And the Hoff said no.
Well, probably because we already had a very good example of Leonardo DiCaprio having really poor swimming form in Titanic.
Hey, mate, there was room for two on that fucking door. We all know it. But how much different would have Baywatch been if Leonardo was on that?
Yeah, that's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. I've got a few fun facts up my sleeve.
Wow.
But yeah, man. So Baywatch was another one. Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, I love that. Hey, what about that 70s show?
I think that was 99, but yeah.
Like, straight up out of the 90s, that 70s show. To a point where, like, we got Ashton Kutcher out of that.
We did, and we got Mila Kunis. And we got that other guy who's in jail.
Yeah,
that
guy, but we don't need to talk about him anymore because he's been removed from the pop culture zeitgeist. But, like, without that show, I don't know if you know this, but in 2023, we got a season of that 90s show.
That 90s show. Now, they fucked up a lot in that show, man. If you actually watch it, you look at some of the props in that show.
I'm like...
They're not from the 90s, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll won't go into that. Dawson's Creek.
Oh, God. Some of the goo-goo doll eyes on those boys in that show.
Joey. There you go. There's my third crush. Fucking Katie Holmes. Man, the things I used to do to myself watching that show.
Oh,
my
Jesus
Lord.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
There's one that I really want to bring up. It's a bit of a minnow, but it really set up a lot of people's careers, right? Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah, right.
Now, I'm gonna give you a casting list right here, right? It lasted for 18 episodes for one season. Here's your list. Here's your cast list, sorry. James Franco, Seth Rogen,
Wow.
Busy Phillips, Ben Foster,
Wow.
Linda Cardellini, and Jason Segel.
Holy shit. That's pretty impressive. Why did it only go for 18 episodes? What the
No,
fuck?
I have no idea. But that's what came out of that one season, and it's still to this day. It's a cult classic. It's a great. It's some funny shit. It's based on a high school. You got like the Jocks crew, the Stoner crew. So it was like kind of that first intro for that particular TV show to start out in.
Well,
but
look,
yeah.
if we're talking about season numbers, right, like episode numbers, like 18 episodes, that's a very strange number for a season of something
Yeah.
that was so important
Yeah,
from the 90s. I want to talk about some numbers.
I think I know where this is going.
I want to talk about a series. Now, it's not a sitcom. It's not a sitcom.
I think I know where you're going.
But I am blown away that 25 seasons, 7,164 episodes,
7,000.
Judge Judy.
Your conduct is outrageous. Outrageous. Your story is baloney.
Ha ha! Shit!
Judge Judy has more episodes than Oprah ever had.
Fuck Oprah.
Oprah did 4,561 episodes of her show. Now, bearing in mind, she was doing 5 days a week. Judge Judy, each season was 200 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
That makes our 13 episode season 1 sound really fucking lame.
That's a fucking Sunday Arvo. Jesus Christ.
I was blown away. Like, obviously, Judge Judy, huge in the 90s, and she has maintained that status all the way through. She's still going to this day,
still
which is
going.
mind-blowing. But here's the crazy part, right? They're crazy numbers. But let me read off a list of some of the TV series from the 80s and 90s that are in the 10,000 plus episode.
Okay, are we talking American or are we talking...
Generally.
Can I have a guess at one?
No.
Oh.
I know where you're going, and that's on my list.
Yeah, Daddy.
Coronation Street
What? How
has
many?
over 10,000 episodes.
Ooh.
The Young and the Restless
Oh, yep. Knew
has
that.
over 10,000
Yeah, knew that.
episodes. Days of Our Lives
Knew that,
has
yep.
over 10,000. General Hospital has over 10,000 episodes.
Did not know that.
Now, sitting in the mid to high 8,000 episode plus,
Give me something.
Neighbours and Home and Away.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Home and Away with 8,048 episodes. Neighbours with 8,959 episodes.
Fuck. Well, Alf Stewart, he was like...
He must have been in every fucking one.
Fuck me. Oh, Alf Stewart, mate.
Now, the reason why we bring those up, obviously, we're an Australian-based podcast. We
Yeah.
love our Australian culture. But Neighbours and Home and Away went global. Neighbours was more popular for longer in the UK
Yes.
than it ever was here in Australia.
Well, they got bought out.
Here in Australia, Neighbours ended up being relegated to like 10 plus. Like Channel 10, which is where Neighbours was broadcast, ended up releasing like 4 or 5 digital channels, and Neighbours was moved off in its last years to like the 3rd or 4th tier digital channel. No one cared about it anymore. But at the time that was happening, it was still in the top 5 television shows in the UK consistently, weekly.
Yeah, I did know that.
Which is crazy.
Their last investor to keep them going was one of a very famous Brit.
Yeah.
He personally funded it.
Now, I believe there is actually a Neighbours reboot or continuation that's in the process of happening.
They finished it up last year. They had all the big guys like Kylie Minogue came in, what's his
Jason
name?
Donovan.
Yeah, Jason Donovan.
Like all of the big
Natalie
names.
Bassingway.
Yeah.
Guy Pearce, he came back for the last
That's
episode.
right.
But then
That's
I
right.
think it was like 3 or 4 weeks later after that last episode aired that it got rebought
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep going. So,
And I think if I remember correctly, it's Paramount who rebought it.
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you are right.
But look, I wanted to bring those up because those are some impressive fucking numbers,
Dude,
man.
well, there's one more off the top of my head that I know that I thought that might have actually been in the conversation about having more than 8,000 episodes. But I'm very curious to see where Law and Order's at.
Well, Law and Order as a standalone series isn't very high.
Okay, because they've got a lot of spin-offs though, don't they?
Law and Order had so many spin-off TV series.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just remember every time I turned on Channel 10, if I got home after 10:30 at night, there'd be a fucking Law and Order episode on or something. And remember you used to get Foxtel, they used to have that crime channel.
Yeah.
I'm talking like the 90s and 2000s. Mate, Law and Order would just go back to back to back to back to back to back. So, no, that's...
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, Law and Order, the original series, if I remember correctly, just shy of 500 episodes.
Oh, shit. So it's not
but
even
it
near
spawned off so many different shoots. But that being said, if you were to add all of them together, I still don't think you would get close to the 8,000 mark.
Yeah.
I don't think you get even close to it. And that's why Neighbours, Home and Away, Judge Judy, Coronation Street, Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, that's why those TV series are so impressive that they got to that.
Days of Our Lives, you could literally turn it on in 2011, not watch an episode for 4 years, put the fucking TV on, you'd still know where you're at.
But look, I mean, there's so much that we haven't touched on, and we are going to have to wrap it up in a moment. But, you know, you've got TV series like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you've got Ellen, you've got Home Improvement, you've got Roseanne, you've got Jag, you've got The Wonder Years, Dinosaurs. Dude, we're going to have to do an episode, a standalone episode about the one that we haven't touched on, which we were excited to talk about, but we haven't been there yet in this episode. We're almost out of time. The fucking Power Rangers.
Fucking red, black, blue, pink, yellow, and green.
White,
fucking navy blue.
Fucking dinosaurs, and then dinosaur cars, and then apes, and then, like, I don't know. And then Optimus Prime.
Fucking Xena. We didn't even go to Xena.
Well, Xena and Hercules. Look,
yeah.
You know, there's so much.
Fucking Optimus Prime in Power Rangers.
Lois and Clark with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
Oh, we have to go back.
That was beautiful. That was such a great show.
We're going to have to maybe make this a 6-part episode because we need to talk about the Power Rangers especially.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about the Power Rangers in a couple of weeks' time. Next week, we're going to talk about 90s cinema.
Oh, my dick is hard for that.
Like, there is so much to cover for 90s cinema. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a bit of a list of all of the 90s movies that came out, and then Lockie and I are going to give our personal top 3 90s movies and share a few interesting tidbits about those movies.
I'm excited for that. Our top 3. I'm gonna have to really give that some thought. But I would love to know from our fans, what are your top 2 favorite 90s movies?
Why top 2? Why are you limiting them to 2 and us to 3? Is it because we're special? And
It is. Not? We run the podcast.
No.
We can name a fucking... I might give him a top fucking 50, but you're getting 2. All right.
He really does love you guys, I promise.
Okay.
The guy messages me every single fucking day to ask, how many more listeners have we got?
We're growing, baby. So for our listeners at home, I want to know your top 3 90s films. Send them in. And yeah, maybe let's go through them. We can go through a couple next week.
Sounds good. Hey, Lockie, do you know what time it is?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's time to play a game.
What are we playing today, sunshine?
I want to hear your best pickup lines. Now, as a gay man, as you just outed me earlier, thanks for that, by the way.
Yes, sir.
The best pickup line to me is the sound of a grinder tone, but, you know, I want to hear yours.
Grinder's that matching side, is it? You fucking dirty dog.
Happily taken, no longer on Grinder. But you know what I'm saying, girls and boys.
All right.
Give me your best one.
Oh, I've got about 4 or 5 that I've come across that I have never used one. I'm not a pig. But I have used one actually.
So maybe you are a pig.
So maybe I'm a bit of a porky piggy. I'm going to start from my worst to best. Your smile is almost as big and warm and lovely as my penis.
Oh my God.
What do you think of that?
I hope she wasn't smiling.
She might have been. I hope you like dragons because I'll be dragging my balls across your face later tonight.
Oh my God, Lockie.
Yeah. Hey, baby girl, is your name Winter? Because you'll be coming soon.
Oh my God, here's one for you. Your eyes are like IKEA. I could get lost in them.
Ew.
Oh, shit.
Are you tired of running through my mind all day? Oh.
No.
No? No?
Oh, yeah,
Fuck. Am I too intelligent for you?
Yeah, sometimes.
You must be the girl who's going to buy me a drink.
That's smart. Are you a garden? Because I'm having a real urge to plant one in you right now.
No.
I bet you $10 you're going to turn me down.
Oh my god, that's actually not too bad. Oh,
Shame you got a missus. You could have taken that one to the pub.
Maybe. Do you like to draw? Because I put the D in raw.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm. The FBI wants to steal my penis. Can I hide it inside of you?
Oh, shit!
I'm not into watching sunsets, but I'd love to see you go down. Tell your boobs to stop staring at my eyes, please. Yeah, man, there's some fucking bad things.
There's some really fucking bad
If
ones.
I am a pain in your ass, we can just add lubricant.
Oh my god!
There's one. Fuck.
Wow.
I lost my virginity. Can I have yours?
What is the matter with you?
Sorry to bother you, but do you have room for an extra tongue in your mouth?
Oh, do you need a stud in your life? Because I've got the STD and all I need is you. Oh.
Is that some Halloween candy in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, there's the goat. Oh my god.
I don't have a bike. Can I ride you instead?
Oh, call me Leaves because you should just be blowing me. Fuck.
I wish I was your phone so you'd be on me all day.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
I'm cold. Can I use your thighs as earmuffs? What time do you get off? Can I watch? Fucking hell. If you have used any of these pickup lines on any person ever, you are trash and we love you.
I love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the post-credit show. I am Loosh, that is Loki, and that over there is your mum. If she's not listening, go say hi to her for me. Deuces.
Bye-bye. Hey, Loosh.
Yo.
Got a good joke for you.
Tell me.
So I went to a shrink today, and I was told that I have a split personality. He charged me $100, and I gave him $50 and said, get the rest from the other guy, mate.
Fuck.
That's what you get, son. That's what you
Fuck
get.
you.